Alright man, first things first, if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Today I got a build that can pretty much do everything, man. I have a do-it-all center type build. I'm talking about shoot, post moves, all that, man. And in the builder, it shows no big weaknesses to report. Let's get right into the video. So first things first, we're going to talk about the actual height on the build. We got 7 foot, 242 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. Now, if you want more strength or something like that, go up on a weight. But trust me, I made this build perfectly for everything you're going to need to be able to do on a center like this. So starting off with the finishing, we're going to take the close shot up to an 80. Now, I really don't do a lot of close shots, but in case you do want to have some of it. The driving layup, we're going to take that up to an 80 as well. You want to be able to unlock some good floaters, just to give you multiple ways of scoring. But no build is complete without these contact dunks, dog. Make sure you go at 87, and later on we're going to talk about the vertical that you need to go with that to make sure you get these contact dunks. Now, for the standing dunk, we're just going to take that to an 81, and 81 is fine. You will be able to get standing dunks consistently. The one tip that I will give you, if you don't have to meter, don't. I mean, you can hold down, get that meter, but you can also press both sticks up and hold turbo, and you'll get a standing dunk most of the time. I wouldn't really press getting those contact dunks unless you're just somebody going for clips like me. Then I mean, do your thing. Now with this post control, we will take this up to an 85, man. Now with this 85, we do unlock some post badges. So we're gonna have to go over those a little bit more once we get into the other attributes. But all right, let's keep it moving, man. So this mid-range shot, we're gonna take this up to an 80. You'll notice a lot of different 80s on this build just because, hey, that's like a really sweet spot for still being able to hit those shots. Now, we wanna be able to hit those limitless as well, not anything too crazy. I gave them an 83. If you wanna use your cap breakers, I mean, it only gets you to an 84, so I wouldn't suggest using them there. If you want to see alternate versions of the build, definitely let me know and I'll make those happen. For a free throws are a little tougher this year. Make sure you put your free throw up. I put mine up to an 83. Now, like I was saying, with the post control, we do have gold, post fade, phenom. Now, I don't think you need to go any higher than that. I mean, if you do want, like maybe power back downs or post powerhouse, something like that, you'll be able to get those. Like if you want additional post control, I mean, I don't think scoring to the post is that important this year. I mean, it's pretty fun to do, pretty easy to do, but you really don't need to do that. So we're gonna go with the pass accuracy. We're gonna take that up to a 76, man. Now I feel like this is probably one of the bargains that you can get on an attribute, because that 76 opens up room for cap breakers if you want it higher. But if you don't really care about pass accuracy that much, a 76 won't have you throwing that many passes out of bounds. In all honesty, I have builds with very high pass hack, and I still get those animations every now and then. So for the ball handle, we're gonna take that up to a 55 and a 55 speed with ball. Now this build isn't gonna be very fast, but I did this so you can get certain animations, man. And we're gonna talk about the animations towards the end of the video, of course. Now for the interior defense, we're gonna take that up to an 82. Now there are a few different spots that you wanna make sure you're looking at for that 82. Now you wanna make sure you do have post lockdown. I mean, I'm not saying you run into post scores very often, but it does happen, and you want to make sure that you can defend those guys. Now with the perimeter defense, we're gonna take that up to a 62. The steal, we're gonna take that up to a 60. You wanna just be able to catch sometimes. I mean, because on the center, the other center will try to backdoor cut a lot. Make sure you can, one, cut that off, and two, get some interceptions, man. With the block, we're gonna take that up to an 84. Offensive rebound, which you wanna have some of this in case the people on your team can't shoot. Like if you run a random break, or your boys just ain't hitting like that this game, you wanna be able to get those O boards. At 85 is a really good spot to be in. Now for the defensive rebound, I take that up to a 92. Just to get us up to gold rebound chaser. You can max plus to that. You don't necessarily, I think gold is a really good spot, and if you are able to get position a lot, you won't really have a need for much else. Now for these physicals, man, I'm gonna start maxing some of these out. So we got a 70 speed. That's the primary reason why I took the weight down a little bit, was for that speed. Now strength, I'm gonna go with an 86. I have multiple builds at this point. I have builds with higher strength, lower strength. I really don't notice a huge difference. Sometimes people can swim you but that even happens on my builds with higher strength. You just got to be able to make sure that you're paying attention when you're doing those box outs. Now, we do have post powerhouse on gold, so I mean, use it. I mean, if you're in a situation where you need a bucket and you catch the ball in the post, turn it back to him, drop step, get that bucket. Vertical, we're gonna take that up to a 75, man. You need that for the contact dunks. And for different things, we got high flyer denier on silver, pretty solid. That's one of the badges that I probably can't break the most. I mean, because chase downs are a little finicky this year. They like to give them to you sometimes, not other times. Really, no reasoning to it. I think that's just where some RNG kicks in. We got posterizer on silver, and we got rise up on silver. Any of those badges, high flying denier, rise up, or posterizer, are all pretty good to be cap broken. I mean, I just feel like those badges are like some extra things that you can get done. And high flying denier and posterizer are both in tier 2, so it's a pretty good spot for that to be in. And the build comes out as shades of DeMarcus Cousins, Wemby, and Joel Embiid. Inside out board hunting bully. Look, no weaknesses on the build, or no big weaknesses. Now, for the things that you may feel like the build is missing, that's where I would say those cap breakers come in handy. I made this build with the ability to pretty much take a lot of cap breakers in, make the build a lot better, and with the cap breakers, you can actually make the build fit your playstyle, because I think that's probably the most important thing. It's no really best build, but make sure every build that you make does fit your playstyle. And if you're still here with me, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. But I'm gonna show you some of the animations that I think are must-haves on this build. Now we're gonna get into these animations, man, but of course, first thing I have to show you my jumper. So this is my jumper right here. Jonathan Isaac, LA, and then Tim Duncan for release 2. Now, I do 66-34 blend, but you just do whatever looks best for you. How I like the jump shot, for those of you that do use square, just go a little past push. It is a very easy shot to time. Now, the one thing I will tell you, it does have that F on stability, but I haven't had an issue. I use this on my 6'11 build, and I've been able to shoot over people. So even that defensive immunity thing does not matter. And if you're rhythm shooting, you know we got the huge advantage right now. So either way, you'll be good to go. Now for the dunk style, that one, so for the 2 foot, you want to use those contacts because those are the only contacts that you do get, straight contact package. I use quick drops for my 1 foot moving dunks, and standing dunks, you do get the pro big man standing contact dunks. And for the signature dunks, this one is a sleeper, man. Use Karl Anthony Towns dunks. I feel like they are very good. I don't know why, for some reason 2K believes this man can fly or something, but I do really like those dunks. Now for the rest of the animations. Now the pass style, I like Sabonis personally. I would suggest giving it a shot. The dribble style, you want to use Giannis, and most of the other animations just use normal, because I will tell you, like one of these behind the backs, this normal behind the back, looks absolutely crazy on a big build. You will definitely be able to use that, get open, get that shot, or I mean, just make it to the rim, man. This build does have a little bit of speed with ball, so you'll be all right. The only thing that's not just the normal one is the spin. I use basic. I mean, I really don't do a ton of spins, but when I do, I like to have it on basic, even on guards and stuff like that. Now, for the triple threat style, I've been using Joel Embiid for the past few years. I mean, you can try that if you would like. The go-to shot, I went with DeAndre Ayton. He has a decent go-to shot. It looks like it gets you a little bit of space. You can use this to dribble. That's what go-to shots are mostly used for anyway. Just use it to dribble. I wouldn't suggest actually doing it. The pull-up, I like normal too. Hop jumper, I went with Wemby. Dunk style, we already went over that. And for the layups, man, there's a few different things you can do with the layups. Bam's layups are decent, and Julius Randle's layups are decent. I mean, I really wouldn't suggest anybody else's, but as far as the floaters go, make sure for the floater, make sure you use Bam. Shit's broken. You can get floaters from hella far away, and if you got an advantage, you should definitely use it. And this is what the cap breakers are looking like on this build. Now, you could use it to get more close shot. You could, you know, get more standing dunk. but I would mostly focus on pass accuracy. If you like to have a higher pass accuracy, you'll be able to use that here. I would go rebounding specialization, so you get a couple extra on rebounding. And if you want to have more strength, that's definitely there for you to use. You can take that strength all the way up to a 91 if you would like. I mean, I personally think 86 is good, but for some people, they like to use that 91. I mean, I think these cap breaks are decent. Definitely not crazy at all. You could use that +4 on perimeter. Like, in all honesty, at the end of the day, we're going to have a ton of cap breakers. I already have 9 if I include build specialization, and I haven't even started 5 yet. So, yeah, y'all should have at least a couple by now. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how many cap breakers y'all got, so I know how many, like, what type of build videos y'all want to see and what I should and should not have in there. Because, I mean, if I got 9, but everybody that's following me only has 3, then I'll make videos kind of catering to that a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. I'm gonna get up out of here, but before you get up out of here, do me a favor, man. Like the video, definitely comment. Let me know what type of build videos y'all are looking for in the future. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.